What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So let's talk about XRP a little bit, because I made a video on XRP yesterday that didn't end up getting posted. And the reason why it didn't get posted, well, it did get posted, but the audio wasn't there. And there was a whole issue with that because the audio track didn't go into my editor. And then YouTube wanted to copyright claim Shark Tank that was on the TV behind me. But, you know, that's besides the point. So I made a video yesterday talking about the Hinman documents. I wanted to discuss those or discuss what was said and talk about why that's good for XRP and for crypto in general, really, and the whole Ripple case. And I made my point. I couldn't upload it, and I'm not going to re-upload it because I feel like it's kind of old news at this point. So we're going to talk about them in a way, but then also talk about how things are falling, how the price is sliding, and the reason why it's sliding, right? We all know the reason why it's sliding. I talked about it in a previous video, but let's discuss it here from just an XRP standpoint. So if you guys could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Also, don't forget about my Patreon or my referral links that are in the description as well. Again, that does help out with growth and support and all that stuff. But the Hinman document or Hinman emails was eye-opening, right? It basically talked about the fact that Ethereum and Bitcoin are not securities, and what XRP is basically saying is that they shouldn't be labeled a security as well, just based on that, right? So just to give you kind of like a little snippet or what I got from it briefly as like a summary. And it's sort of true, right? This is where, the Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong, basically was coming from, right? You have the definition of something. When you have the definition of something, let's say any word that you have, and people start using it in a different way, and it could have a different meaning to it, what do they do with it eventually? As long as it's not like slang or anything like that, that could be added to the Urban Dictionary or something. But what we typically see is they add a new definition. They update the definition. And that's kind of where we're coming from. We've never seen a digital asset before, right? When things were created, when we have all these laws in place, they're created based on what we are seeing at the moment, right? You're looking at, whether something is a security or not a security, but there should be something that's sort of in between, and it makes sense to have that, right? More of a commodity. And I understand how cryptocurrency and some cryptocurrencies could be looked at and labeled a security. I understand that based on what the project is trying to do. But from what Brian Armstrong was saying about cryptocurrency, they can start out as something that seems like a security, but then end as something that's not. They can start out at something that isn't and end at something that is. But that's only because we don't have this overall definition, this new definition of what it should be, right? There's only two baskets or two buckets that it can go into. Either it is or it isn't, and that just doesn't line up well. It should be something where the definition is changed, and the way that you do that is through case law. It's through a lot of things that have happened. So Ripple is going to be able to provide that. Coinbase is going to be able to provide that. Binance is going to be able to provide that. And once you get that into writing, which I was thinking that the lawsuits were a negative thing. Lawsuits, they're negative still for the markets and how people react to them until they understand what it could do. But creating that case law could create a positive outcome to everything, right? To crypto in general, because then you're not going to see crypto be attacked in any way from the ICC, from the government, from anyone really, because we know what it should be and what bucket it should fall under. But that's hopefully for the future. But anyways, those documents really provided some really positive information. You saw XRP that increased quite a bit. I think it got up to like 56 cents. But then started to decrease, started to slide down to about 53 cents. But now we see the overall markets, because of you know, what's going on with rate hikes after seeing decreased inflation and seeing rate hike, or not rate hikes, but the rates not change, they go unchanged. A lot of people are like, well, I thought they would change them. And again, like I said in my previous video, I understand why they were kept the same, right? Things are not back to normal, and if they're not back to normal, you don't need to change them. However you can aggressively get back to wherever you're at, that's what you should do. People are saying that you decrease the, you just decrease the rates a little bit, and then, you know, what will we see the next month? We'll see that inflation doesn't go down to the levels that we want it to get to. It goes down to a little bit higher than that level. It still decreases, but it doesn't decrease as much. We need to get back to normal as quickly as possible, right? And kind of this is the way you do that. You want to do it over time a little bit, but you want to do it in a quicker manner and not sit here and play around and go month after month after month trying to get the inflation number back to normal. But that's a whole nother story. So XRP, let's check where it currently is right now. If I scroll down, and I'm not showing anything on the screen because I don't have access to Streamlabs here. The overall market's down 4%. XRP is down about 6.3%, down to 47 cents. Now this is still above my cost basis. I bought at 39 cents, and that's the reason why I don't continually buy. People are always talking about why I don't buy, you know, at a level of 50 cents or 52 cents, what I don't believe in it. No, it's not about that. It's about staying strong where your cost basis is and not averaging up. Because if you get into a habit of averaging up, then you do it in every position and you end up losing a ton of money doing so. So that's why I always try and stay within my cost basis. If it goes below my cost basis, I most likely will buy more. You saw the same thing I did with Jasmy coin. It was at 49% of a penny, went down to about, I think 41% of a penny, maybe even, no, 35% of a penny. And I ended up buying more there because I was able to, right? I'm at a lower cost basis and I lowered that cost basis. And now I have 300,000 Jasmy coin. And some people bought way more because they lowered their cost basis from 70% of a penny down to 35% of a penny, which is you know, where they bought up at that high point, and they lost half their position because they decided to continue to buy at those high points. So right now is a low point, right? 47% of a penny, or sorry, 47 cents, not percent of a penny. And so it looks good for a lot of people. And I still have my coins. I'm not going to do anything with them at the current moment. I'll talk about that plan later. But yeah, right now XRP fell about 6.2%. We're seeing volume that's down 37%. Yeah, so everything that was gained from the Hinman documents kind of has been lost, has been you know, kind of taken away because of the fact that, and I mean, that was pretty much short-lived anyways, right? It only got to 56 cents for a short period of time, but then was falling right afterwards. I don't really know why. Anytime you do see an increase, you are going to see a little bit of a sharp decrease. That happens. So this is not really news that it fell from the peak point that it was at. It wasn't something that was absolutely concrete. It was more of like a, this is where we should be. This is how we should be looking at it. And we should be looking at this as more of a suggestion rather than like it proves everything and we're now going to see cryptocurrency, you know, increase and stay at those levels. It's not really the case. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Let me know what you think about what the Hinman documents were, because I wanted to get everyone's opinion, but you know, I couldn't because I couldn't upload the video. Oh, I did, but the audio track wasn't there. Audio track will be on this one though. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about XRP and every situation that's going on right now. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.